so glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of welterweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. If you're advising the opponent here of this guy who likes to throw the uppercut, and you want to give him some advice as to how he can counter that, what would you tell him?
So there's several ways to go about it. One way, if you remember, Evander Holyfield, where he fought Buster Douglas, and he won the heavyweight title. He saw the uppercut coming. He took a little half step back. He made it go into space, and then he filled that space with a punch.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Mr. Showtime's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. He saw the uppercut, he took advantage, throwing it out there. Scores with the combo to the head. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Stay focused on the inside. Shake it off.
Double jab upstairs. Not able to land the headshot. Turns over that hook upstairs. End of the round here, and you can see that label of volume puncher was made for this guy as the punch stats prove true.
Yeah, he doesn't care really where he hits you. It makes you think of those stories you used to hear in the old days. Maybe your grandfather, maybe your father talked about Rocky Marciano. Loved that guy, former heavyweight champion of the world. He'd hit you anywhere. He didn't care. Back of the head, he hit you on the arms, and he started breaking you down. This guy doesn't care. He just rolls.
A well-placed overhand right. He just missed that shot up top. Back and forth exchange. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Porter's able to avoid that punch. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
He missed with that headshot. He engages in the clinch. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Mr. Showtime's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Clean shot with the right.
Hey, let's go.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Protecting his head well with his guard. Mr. Showtime's left, working well that time. On the mark with the overhand right.
Listen to me. I need you to keep busy. I need more than one punch now. This fight is even. So I need to see more than one punch out there. You know where you need to be.
And round number 3 is underway. Good flush shot by Mr. Showtime. missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Porter. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Mr. Showtime's doing a beautiful job here early on of counterpunching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counterpunching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
Well-targeted double jab by Mr. Showtime.
Get out of the way from the punches! Move your head!
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
Move your head!
Mr. Showtime's proving to be elusive. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Mr. Showtime. Mr. Showtime's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. 10 seconds to go in this round. Gets him with the right hand.
All right, you want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight,
Porter's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Mr. Showtime scoring with one of the most effective punches there is, landing an uppercut on the inside.
Well, it's the right punch for the right place. The hands up of his opponent, but there's an opening right up that middle, split the guard, and the punch is the uppercut. That's the ticket, and he's going with it.
Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Mr. Showtime's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Keep that head moving!
Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. That is a strong uppercut there. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Oh, what a whiff by Porter. And Mr. Showtime's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head.
Uppercuts on the inside!
Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own.
Keep pushing! Third one! Uppercut!
And Mr. Showtime scored upon by a left hand. Blocks away that headshot. Porter's got to do a better job. He is getting rocked. Good two-punch combo by Mr. Showtime.
How you doing? You okay? I need you to use your feet. Move around the ring. You got that? Okay, let's go.
So a fresh round is underway, but is it a fresh fighter? Porter's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner to get this over with, because if he does, I think it's over.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. He digs in with an uppercut after blocking that shot away.
Double up your punching! Keep moving!
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
That's not what we want to do.
Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. The final minute of a round that feels like 30 minutes, not 3 minutes.
And this is the kind of fight where you just don't want to have a loser. They're both winners.
Adelante, forward.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. And Mr. Showtime's crushed by a huge uppercut. Up top with the right hand.
Forward. Adelante.
Porter's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Porter. So the round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy here ringside, and we've been enjoying sitting ringside because, Teddy, I know you have some of your fine guests from the Dr. Theodore Atlas Charitable Foundation with us here tonight.
And they're having a great night, and it's great to have them here. The thing that I want to say is thank you to all the people that help us, help many. They trust us. They allow us to be the middleman to give out the resources where they're needed. Thank you for mentioning Joe, and thank you to all the people that help us do what we do.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Porter's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. You see, he sits and waits and then strikes with that counter punch by Porter. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Mr. Showtime's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You gotta block those punches away.
You gotta protect yourself.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Teddy, we know what the problem is. He's getting hit by left hands. Offer up the solution.
Well, Joe, there's 3 lines of defense. Either you're blocking punches, you're moving your head, or you're using his leg. The problem, he's not using any of those.
See him timing that double jab to the head. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Uppercut. Uppercut.
Last 10 seconds. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Porter. And that's the end of round 6.
All right.
Mr. Showtime's gathering himself right now in the corner, and his trainer is really doing him a good service in reminding him, yes, to this point, the later stages of this fight, you're in control, but still, go out and do everything we talked about in training camp. Oh, and there you go. He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Porter's rising back up. That takes some guts. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Big shots, and he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
over. Porter's unable to get up and continue on.
By way of knockouts, your winner, the Trader, Margarito.
It wasn't long ago we looked at your scorecard and he was trailing in this fight. Now he's sitting there with his arm raised with a knockout victory.
Well, that's the benefit of those body